It's a beautiful day out here, so I'm outside again. In case some of you guys are wondering why I'm making more videos outdoors and in my car, etc., it's because it's summer and I'm maximizing the outdoorsy time, and I'm traveling quite a lot this month. September is upon us though, and September is not normally a very good month when it comes to crypto. September is usually a down month actually. So I'm going to be preparing for that. I've got a bit of dry powder that I've accumulated in August through my trading, usually mainly on fair desk. So I've done a bit of leverage trading. Obviously, I don't touch my big stash, as I keep telling you guys in every video, not financial advice, do your own research. I do not touch my dollar cost average long-term stash that's sitting in cold wallet. But I do have, a good chunk in trading platforms, and I use Fairdesk. Lately, I've been migrating my Fairdesk positions to JumpX. A lot of people are doing that because JumpX is pretty much the new Fairdesk. There's coming a time where Fairdesk is going to close and things are going to migrate across. Again, I'm going to do a full JumpX video soon, so stay tuned for that. And if you're interested in joining JumpX, not financial advice, do your own research, I've got a link in description. It's an affiliate link, so there are benefits for me. If you click, I do get commissions eventually, but only if you actually trade and blah, blah, blah. So, but there are also benefits for you, bonuses paid regularly, discounts on fees, etc. Again, I'll do a full video, so if you want to wait for that, that's fine. Anyway, today's video is about a few things. One of them is Toncoin, right? The price of Toncoin doesn't reflect where it should be. We saw a dip, a really large dip, because of the CEO of Telegram that was arrested in France. Now, there's been quite interesting discoveries since then, and interesting things have happened. For instance, I don't know if I've already talked about this, but one of the countries of which he is a citizen, the UAE, is now fighting on his behalf. And they have retaliated against France by pausing the purchase of some military equipment. I think it's some fighter jets or something that they buy from France. Now that's significant because the amount of money that's costing France is actually quite significant. And there's a good chance that, well, France may find some kind of out, because if this continues, is the Telegram platform worth enough for France to be able to basically get on the nerves of the military industrial complex? That's a big one, right? Just to say, like, if you as a CEO of a company have an entire country fighting for you, it must be that you are, I won't say in bed, but in cahoots with the powers that be in that country, man. So we're talking about the rulership, perhaps even the monarchy over there are probably buddies with him, right? Because, if you're a billionaire or multi-millionaire that he is, I don't know if he's a billionaire or not, then, you're probably on first name basis with the other billionaires in the country. And if they've granted you citizenship, it must be that they value you, or at least you're bringing in a lot of money to their country. And he must be bringing in a significant amount into the UAE that, his arrest might be kneecapping some of the stuff that they've got going on in their country. But I'm not a big fan of the powers that be and stuff, but it's always nice to see actually some countries stand up to this stuff. And I find it ironic that the UAE is standing up to France on issues of liberty and freedom. Obviously, that's how it appears to us in the world. It's probably something different in the background. Again, this might just be a show of face. In the background, they're going to call each other and sort this out, right? But from our point of view, right? Because again, I don't play in that circle. We don't, dabble in that that stuff is above our pay grade, right? Mine anyway. But what's not above my pay grade is the potential money I can make if France were to suddenly release the CEO of Telegram and Toncoin were to bounce back, not only to what it was before the crash, but just shoot across it. The potential of making a 10 to 100x, especially if you play your leverage really wisely, is immense. The only problem with that, of course, is that the whales are also watching this. The exchanges are also watching this. So there's a chance that they'll be looking for people who are thinking exactly the same way I'm thinking, and who are, looking to take advantage of such an issue, such a situation, and they might be waiting to take advantage of that situation by washing out the leverage, which is what they've been doing in the last month or so, right? So I'd be extremely careful if you were thinking along those lines. I am being extremely careful. I don't have any leverage open now on Toncoin. It's just too volatile, because regardless of what the market is saying, the whales are able to move the market in Ton really, really quickly, because the market cap isn't that high. I mean, it's very high compared to other altcoins, but in the grand scheme of things, Bitcoin whales can easily crash the price of Ton because of the liquidity that isn't that abundant, especially now. With the FUD, they're able to press on that FUD and make things happen even faster. Now, XRP. Well, nothing for me has changed. My XRP is happily sitting in, a wallet as cold as my fridge. And I'm going to basically ride out September. I don't think September is going to be a very good month. Having said that, that's just going off of history. And we know that this year, history hasn't always played out the way that it's played out in the past, right? For instance, the all-time high happened prior to the halving when it comes to Bitcoin. So that's already thrown a bit of a spanner in the works, and things have sort of spiraled out of control and, gone out of whack. Things haven't followed the usual pattern this time. So if that's happened with Bitcoin, and now we have massive players like, like BlackRock, Fidelity, huge players. We have countries playing now, right? And what I mentioned in the last video, we now have political systems that are in place to, either slow down crypto or sabotage it. And more than ever before, the results of the election in the United States, has a direct effect, if not directly on the price, but on the sentiment of people who are holding, trading, Bitcoin, psychologically and legislatively. So this September is going to be a little bit weird. And then, of course, we have October after the fact, which is when things go up. And October, of course, we're going to be seeing a lot of political activity coming out of the United States. In terms of the economy, things are starting to improve. The Nvidia results were very good. And I think that's had a positive effect on the stock market generally. And that usually reflects nicely on Bitcoin eventually. In the earlier parts of 2024, actually, Bitcoin had led the market. So the market followed Bitcoin. And that was when, all of the frenzy about the halving was there, all of the frenzy about the ETFs being approved. So traders, I think, looked to Bitcoin to see what Bitcoin was doing. And that led even tech stocks in the stock market. But if the tech stocks are doing well, that's indication that traders are taking more risk. I think they're feeling better about the economy. I think they're expecting a cut in the interest rates. So that's reflecting the way that they're treating what they consider risky assets like Bitcoin. And, if Bitcoin goes up, a rising tide lifts all boats. It lifts XRP and all the other tokens with it. Anyhow, I'm going to go enjoy what's the rest of the day. This is not financial advice, to your own research, and I'll see you in the next one.